Hey guys, my name is Amanda. Welcome to my channel Baby Tree. Today I'm just going to be pruning a couple of my plum trees. It just really helps them, especially when the trees are young. It helps them to get a good shape, get strong trunks, and also it helps them to thrive well because then the trees are not doing so much hard work getting all the nutrients from the roots all the way up to these long branches. It helps them provide that nutrients in a lot shorter distance, if that makes sense. And then it also helps them to put out new branches, fresh new growth, so we get like a nice bushy looking tree instead of kind of like an empty looking tree, I guess. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and I'm going to show you how we're going to be doing that. Are you watching me? Are you recording? Alright, there's one. And this one. Oh. Okay, so this tree here is one of my plum trees. If I have a look quickly, I can't remember actually. It's a Mariposa plum, and it gets the most gorgeous flowers. Now, only a couple of months ago, like literally 2 months ago, this tree was about this tall, okay, and it had no leaves. It was dormant after winter, and then it really wasn't putting out fresh new leaves. So I thought, let's get my pruning clippers in, and I pruned back every branch. It has now gone crazy, and as you can see, it is so tall, okay? But if you look at the back here, I recently discovered that we had a root, 2 roots going down into the ground. So there's one here and one here. This is a problem when you're growing in pots. You have to keep an eye on it. A lot of people will put like a plate underneath the pot to stop that and also to hold water. I haven't done that, and it was, I guess, tap rooting down into the ground. And I wonder and suspect that's why it has shot up so big. I'm not complaining. It looks beautiful. Okay, over here. Next one. All of these trees were quite little. They were getting a little bit crazy, and I decided to chop them all back just to help them to thrive better. And I also only have a really small garden, so I wanted to keep all our trees quite small and compact. So I pruned all these back recently. You can see where I pruned, and now it has shot way more branches out, and they're looking nice and compact the way I would like. This one as well. So these are 2 cherry trees, and this one is a plum tree. Now these 2 here, these 2 plums are due for me to prune. I usually do it when they're dormant, but I didn't get round to it, so I'm going to be doing it now, and hopefully they will still be happy. So these are the small little pruning clippers I'm using. My trees, even though they're very tall, their branches are still quite skinny, so I can use just a little pair like this. And it is important to wash in between use, just so that you don't transfer any diseases or fungal infections or anything between trees. So this tree has gotten really tall, which I'm okay with, but I don't like it when it spreads out too wide. I want to keep them quite compact for such a small garden. And if you look here, there's a little bit of damage here that I'm thinking I might want to cut off. So back here, where there's some growth in the tree, I want to just cut right on top of that. And I'm going to do it on a real slight angle, just like that. This is going to shoot this out now. It'll grow. And I've taken off this whole branch because it is very big, and this tree is still going to thrive. It's going to put out all new branches and foliage. It's going to grow well. I'm going to take this one back as well, just here. And make sure it's on a slight angle. So I've taken that one off. I don't really want to touch any of these green fresh branches, so I'm just taking off from the older branch. Might do this one back maybe here. And as you can see, it's already a lot smaller, a lot more compact. And what's going to happen is all these small inner branches, they're going to start shooting out once we remove these large outer branches. I'm wondering whether, I think I'll leave this one here. Okay, so this tree here is a cherry plum, and this year it had the most delicious fruit. The plums were so sweet, probably the nicest plums I've ever had. It's growing a little bit crazy. You can see it has spread so much. It really has gotten big. I just want to again keep it quite compact and hope that it'll put out a lot more flowers this time around. So I'm going to be cutting it back. I really didn't want to because I loved this tree growing so well. I loved how much it was thriving and growing large. But it is better for the tree to prune it back. It makes it healthier. You get a way healthier trunk when there's not so much going on up top. So I'm going to cut back, and I've got to really be a bit choosy where I cut at the moment. I can see there's a few little shoots here. I'm thinking I'll go this one. Cut here. There's another one in here, so I'm just going to go here. There's a little bit of bark damage too, so it's good to get that off as well. And hopefully, because it's still the growing season, these will grow really well. I'm actually going to take this whole thing off here. Might even take it back further. Okay. This here doesn't have any leaves on it. It's shooting out at the top, but this is all not really happening. I'm going to cut it back here a bit. This piece here is damaged. I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of wax coming out. We're just gonna, I think I'll take that whole piece off. And already this tree is looking a lot more compact. It's going to keep growing crazy, so don't feel worried about taking too much, because from my experience, while you've still got so many shoots like this, the moment you prune, they just grow. They do really well. This is quite low, but I'm wondering whether to take it. And this here, I had this tree next to some basil, and it is self-seeded. So this is basil growing in here, which I will leave because basil is really good to keep pests away. It's really good against lots of pests, so I'll leave the basil for now. But I'm wondering whether to chop this. I'm really unsure, because I do like the shape of it, how it kind of goes like that. Ugh, I'm gonna do it. Will I take it here? I'm wondering whether to take it right back here at the trunk. I think I will. Alright. So, we've cut all this off. Our trees are a lot more small and compact. But I'm not worried because I know that they're just going to keep growing well, and they're going to keep shooting out new branches and new leaves. And hopefully cutting them back like this, we'll get a lot more flowers and a lot more fruit in the next season. Okay? So there you have it, guys. We just pruned 2 plum trees. Hopefully now they're going to thrive. The trunks are going to get thicker and stronger, and we're going to get a lot more branches. It's really going to fill those trees in a lot more, so they don't look so long, lanky and stringy. So hopefully they'll do a lot better in the next season for fruit and flowers. Thank you for coming, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.